As I say, I've got, all of a sudden, I'm getting people looking up my LinkedIn profile. I know some of them want help and ideas about what to do with their EVs because they contact me and email me. I know others want to discredit me about what I think about EVs and the car market. Dealer Auction banned me from their platform. Baz, why did they ban you? Well, you laugh at this. It goes back to before I actually saw this. And on Auto Trader, there was a problem with you put details of a Mini in, petrol or diesel, and it showed it was electric. I reported the fact over and over again to them, time and time again, to all the, you know, and copied the bigwigs in at Auto Trader, and they didn't do anything about it for ages. No, Baz, that would never happen. I don't believe you. You're lying. You're just making stuff. You've got it down on Auto Trader and Dealer Auction and EVs. Okay. So here we go. This is from December the 31st, 2023. I'm sick of telling them, but here's another Mini with a petrol engine advertised as an electric Mini on Auto Trader UK. And here we go, look. I'd already got banned by Dealer Auction for tweeting that they were selling a petrol Mini as an electric. I even explained to them how it had happened, but they knew better. Let's just show you. There you go. Electric. It's an electric 1.6. Private seller. There you go. Wasn't once, it was loads. Here's another one. Dear Auto Trader UK, please don't ban me for pointing out a fault with your advertisements like Dealer Auction have. They said I shouldn't have tweeted my warning that they had a live auction for an electric Mini that was actually a petrol, and I should have rung them instead. It took me 2 days to get hold of them, by the way. Wouldn't ring me back. However, I think I first notified a member of your staff about the problem on the 24th of October, and several times since. Still nothing has been sorted. It also seems that I know more about how vehicles are loaded onto a dealer auction than their staff do. And when I rang them the other day, they blamed the dealer who had put it on. Despite doing my best to school the guy politely, he wouldn't have it. I am still banned, and he hasn't rung me back like he promised to. So again, here is another ICE Mini advertised in your special electric section that is advertised as an EV but is an ICE. If you put its registration number into Dealer Portal to advertise it, these are the choices it gives you. The problem will be that in some garages, the person who advertises the cars may not actually know anything about them and just be admin staff or a service book stamper. So here we go. This was the one. This was the one that was shown. Search electric Mini. Hatchback 2023, but it's a 10 plate with 93,000 miles on. There you go, 93,000 miles, electric, hatchback. So, Dealer Auction, they can't even advertise. They actually continued to sell it. I told them they should relist it because somebody could be duped into paying more thinking it was an electric or a conversion or whatever. And they carried on and they let the auction proceed to the end. Instead of stopping it, relisting it and giving everybody there could have been somebody out there looking for a diesel who didn't want an electric. And the person who was selling it could have got more money. But no, they didn't want. So anyway, so Dealer Auction, basically what I'm trying to say is, I've been telling them for months. I even had, what a load of absolute tripe. You know when someone is talking and you know they're lying and they know that you know they're lying, but they just carry on in case there's some other gullible twat that falls for their lies. Well, that, Dealer Auction. If this isn't just made up, then the only explanation is that EVs on dealer auction are either attracting no bids whatsoever, or what I would call strategic bid, where you think you could bail out of it if you still have it in 90 days, or have the cheapest on the market. In the meantime, the difference between this bid and the indicated retail price, which by the way is a fucking mile out, must be the way Nissan Leaf has come out on top. Either that or the person that wrote this article has been smoking crack. I'm not sure why they banned me. March 2023, an EV has topped the dealer auction retail margin monitor for the first time, according to data captured by Dealer Auction. Used Nissan Leaf models offered dealers the best profit margin in February 2023, highlighting the growing opportunity that electric vehicles represent. It was crap then, and it's crap now. But they put that the Nissan Leaf had an average retail margin, perceived margin, of $3,750. Now, in all fairness, there we go. That was one of them. So obviously they'll average it out. But according to Auto Trader's retail price, it was $21,651. The current bid on the vehicle was basically $half. So the bid margin between what you'd pay if it went through at that and retails £9,902. And that's how, because they're not bringing book, and they don't retail for what Auto Trader say they're going to retail at. So that the difference between it is like vast. And these people at dealer auction think that that's good. They think it's good. Honestly, I can only assume they've got no idea about the motor trade whatsoever. So we'll just shut that. In all fairness, this is a reply I got. We'd be more than happy to run through the data with you, Barry. Drop us a DM with your number and we'll get someone to give you a call. So I did. And a very, very nice lady rang me. When she put the phone down, it wasn't me that was convinced that they were right. She apologised and said they would take more care in future. I promise you, I even take the conversation just in case these people decide to sue me in the future for saying something that's not right. I take the conversation. Now, I asked certain things. How do you get to the figures for a start? And it was the perceived difference between the bids and what the retail price was. And they had to have more than 10. They had to have sold more than 10. I mean, for fuck's sake. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Eventually, I did get a phone call. After I got banned, I rang up. Let me see if I can find it now. There we go. December the 1st, 2023. Oh dear, I can't seem to log into dealer auction this morning. Was it something I said? This was another one, look. Seriously. Lexus RX tops dealer auction chart for EV retail margins as listings surge. Lexus, average assumed gross margin, 3,582. Average days to retail, 61. Average Auto Trader retail rating, 21. And then you go on to cars that were for sale on Auto Trader at the time. And even back then I was using AT Price Tracker. That one had dropped 13 grand since it was advertised. I can't actually see how long that had been advertised there, but 13,147. All right, that's a different one. So 13,067, 13,147, 9,810, 15,500. So do you think those people, an average assumed gross margin of 3,582, or do you think they blew 10 grand, 15 grand? Nissan Leaf, which remains one of the best-selling new EVs on the UK market, came fifth and said Dealer Auction, was the only EV to feature anywhere in the rankings for margin, cap performance and volume sold. So there you go. There are 1,272 used Nissan Leafs on Auto Trader. 127 pages of the electric tyre shredding, brake corroding, suspension collapsing shit boxes, and the bath that both privates and dealers have taken on them will ensure that they will not buy another Nissan Leaf as long as they draw breath. And we go to them. Down 2,995, down 6,000. This was back in the days when they were saying that they were topping the profit margin chart. Down 4,100, down 4,250, down 13,000. Right, okay, Baz, you've made your point. Let's just go back. April's EV performance review shows electric stock dominating the profit chart for the first time since November 2024, led by the Volvo XC90, £5,707, and Tesla Model Y, £4,503. So that's perceived profit. It's the clearest signal yet that profit and electrification can go hand in hand. EVs make big waves in dealer profit margins from dealer auction. Here you go, AM Online, EV makes waves, 14th of May. So they've got the story too. EVs dominate. There you go, look. the GWM or a funky cat. Like out of all those, look, electric, hybrid. No petrols or diesels. Do you know the other funny thing? Do you know who advertises on dealer auction? It's other dealers. So ask yourself this. How can one dealer list their vehicle on a trade-to-trade platform and another trader buy it and make a massive profit? Is it only stupid dealers that advertise cars and clever dealers buy them, do you think? Or is it clever dealers who advertise them and stupid dealers buy them? Which do you think? EVs dominate gross margin. How can they? How can they? They just can't. They can't do it. They just can't. It's impossible. It's a stupid statement. Nobody's going to trade a car that's got £4,000 potential profit in it. Trust me. So there you go. That's what's this crap here. In terms of trade-to-trade activity, the all-new Nissan Leaf and Kia Niro made it into the 5 most traded AFV models by volume. The Volkswagen ID4, meanwhile, broke into the top 10 based on cap clean performance, the only EV to do so amid hybrid domination. Now, if I saw a glut of those vehicles being traded, I would not buy one. Because you see, I'd think, why are they trading them? Again, going back to my video yesterday, this is the guy who put his money into gold just as the smart money got out. This is the guy who put all his money on black and it came up red. This is the guy who married a sex kitten just as she turned into a cat. This is the guy who bought a Nissan Leaf. That's the final straw for him and just chucked himself in the river. EVs are helping dealers to secure impressive profit margins. Are they? Are they really? Impressive profit margins. Okay. Let's go to Auto Trader, should we? I promise you, the only reason I'm using this company is because EV Experts, sorry, I'll tell you what I'm going to do first. I'm going to knock off so we don't give the game away and so I don't know. I'm flying blind here. This is just a guess. So we knock that off. We refresh that. So EVs, let me go back again. What did it say? It's the clearest signal yet that profit and electrification can go hand in hand. Okay, right now then. So I'll go back here to, I'm searching EV Expert Surrey. And the reason I'm searching EV Expert Surrey is the lady and the chap who have EV experts are very outspoken on EVs. They're always on Car Dealer, they're always saying how good they are. And a few months ago she said, you know, think EVs are going for over cap. I don't know where these people are coming from, but you know, they're having to go over cap. And another reason that I've gone to this company is because I actually like their website. I think, like R. Simmons, we need EVs to catch on, selling them properly. They've called themselves EV experts, as I've said before. If you were an EV expert, you wouldn't buy EVs, in my opinion. So this company, I think they've had 6 years experience in the motor trade, which in some cases can be very good because you come with views. You're not like jaded like I am. You know, and they come in and they bring kind of a breath of fresh air to it. Green EVs, fresh air. See what I did there? So the website's nice and clean. The cars look nice and clean. The descriptions are really good. All the stuff that you need. All that good stuff. Photographs, all cars, same background, facing the same way. Immediately you're going down a line of cars and you think, oh, that's from EV Experts. Reviews here, 5 out of 5. Doing all the stuff right. Hassle-free purchase with no hard sell. That's 24 days ago. All anonymous, which is strange really because it does say verified purchase and you do have to send them a link. Or Stephen Mogg. All 24 days ago, 24 days ago. All 24 days ago. Why would that be? Anonymous. Joshua Dance and Katie Simmons. But all 5 stars. All credit to them. I'm not knocking them. Okay, they did have 2 places. They've only got 1 now because they were having trouble with the other place because the council dug the road up. And we go onto the website, look here. I'm not sure I'd choose that background, but anyway, what do I know? As I say, I'm jaded, but we look here, and look here, lower price. So that's 90, no, this good price. So I'm sure lower price is 90%, something like that. Great price, lower price, good price. So good price is basically what Auto Trader suggests you should. Let's just go into it. Let's just go into that. Good price, here we go. Close to market average. So good price is what Auto Trader think you should retail it at. So that's right. Let's go back. Great price. Great price is that 95? I'll have to look it up. But lower price is about 90%. I think perhaps great price is 95 to 100%. Good price is 100 to 105. Fair price is 105 to 110. And then high price is 110 over, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm sure you will do. But here we go. Good price. Then we've got here, we're going down. Fair price, fair price, fair price. Good price. But notice the cars. I'd buy one from them. They all look nice. They all look nicely presented. Your first impression, the website, nicely presented. And the lady who speaks at Car Dealer seems very nice. Seems very nice. Seems very clever. Comes across as honest. Let's just go back again, just to remind ourselves. Okay, now then, what we do now, we go into our extensions on Chrome, AT Price Tracker, and AT Toolkit. We switch them on, go back to EV Experts, refresh their advert, and then also, rather than price low to high, I'm going to do most recent. So the most recent ones will show at the top. These, 16th to the 5th. So there you go, the first 4 there. Again, all look nice. Polestar, great car. Ford Mustang, great car. Another Polestar. Volkswagen ID.5, all great. Then the wheel starts coming off, doesn't it? Now let's just go to the bottom. Got 21 cars. That's a good price. So that's basically, that's retail. So it's retail now. They've lost the price advantage and they've dropped it 2,600 quid. It's been reduced how many times? They've only had it from the 15th to the 12th, 2024. It was first listed at 26,500. It's now 23,900. But again, they're doing the job. Trust me. Sometimes you can reduce a vehicle by 5 quid and it'll drop it 10 cars. Everybody tends to put cars on at, you know, perhaps 26,995. You put it at 994 and you can be 10 places above them in the low to high price search, if you remember to knock off Auto Trader's relevance. So there you go, that's the first one, 2,600 quid. That's only been in stock since 15th to 12th, 2024. This next one, that's been dropped. Again, I can't stress enough, I'm not having a pop at these people. These people are doing their best to sell electric vehicles. Now, I don't know how many they have sold. I hope it's a lot, and I hope they can offset these reductions. But here we go. 2024, 9th to the 1st, 2025, at 26,900. It's now 23,250. Reduced on the 15th to the 5th, 2025. It's the 16th, so it was reduced yesterday by £250. Minus 3,650. This one, 10th to the 5th, down, minus 2,000, minus 2,400, minus 1,000, minus 400, minus 700, minus 400, minus 600, minus 500, minus 1,650, minus 400, minus 250. And they're the experts. If they're the experts, what chance is there for people like me? Is depreciation your friend? Let me just have a look, see if I can find it. Angelo E. Again, looks like a nice bloke. In fact, I'd probably like him. He looks a bit Italian to me. I like all Italians. I love Italy. Angelo E. Angelo, by all means, tell us about EV charging. Don't tell us that depreciation is your best friend, because it is your worst enemy. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.